All right, guys. Lots of good info in the newsletter this month, so I'm just going to start with a couple things that I got from the National Executive Board meeting that I was at last week in Seattle. So I know a lot of different rumors have been going around about NCEPT. It's canceled for the rest of the year. There's going to be one in October. There's not going to be one in October. Whatever you may have heard, it's probably all inaccurate. But there will be, well, they're aiming for the next panel to be in September. I think they're meeting either last week or this week to hammer out some final details with their agency counterparts, but the latest word is they're aiming for September, so keep your eye out for that. Another thing that they've been noticing is since we have what they call the Confidential Information Share Program, which is where the airlines share their safety reporting with our ATSAP ERC people, and what they've been noticing is that they're getting reports from the airlines, from the pilots, and then they go and look for a report from the controller side, and there isn't one. And I mean, some of these are not like small events, kind of major issues that you would think there would be an ATSAP for, and there's not. So just make sure if you have an issue while you're working, make sure you report it through the proper channels. You get duty time to fill out ATSAPs, and it's really important, especially when we get them from, the airline side of things, that we have one from our side, and then that way you get kind of the whole picture there. So ATSAP Safety is the website, and it's pretty easy to just log in and get one done. Also, there is going to be another NACA membership open season. That's going to be starting later, like towards the end of this year. So if you know people in your area that may not be dues paying members, this is a way for them to just fill out paperwork and get right back in and become part of the in crowd again. So then with the newsletter, some deadlines this month. The Unum long-term disability open season deadline is July 31st. So make sure you get in on that, because if it's outside open season, it's really hard, if not nearly impossible, to get into. So you would have to wait until next February to get in. That being said, we're going to have a couple facility visits at the end of the month. One of them being George Regitko, who is the guy that works for Southern Insurance Group, who manages the Unum long-term disability program. So he will be here before open season closes if you have any questions for him. They also do what they call FEGLI replacement life insurance. So FEGLI is the Federal Employees Group Life Insurance that you get once you turn, it's 30 or 35, that the premiums on that go up every year as you get older. And it's a pretty good deal when you first sign up, but once you hit that 35 age range, it starts to become not really economically feasible to keep it unless you have, some kind of reason where you wouldn't be able to get outside life insurance. So they have some options that replace FEGLI that are cheaper if you're in that age range. So he'll be here at the end of this month in the facility, so you can talk to him about any questions you have there. Dina Earl from Sky One will also be here, and they always run specials, like you can open an account for one of your kids, and they'll get like $25 put in their account, and then $25 gets credited to the local. But she'll be in the facility also for a couple days at the end of the month. And then registration for CFS ends on July 24th. Or not registration for CFS, but to get on the excused absence list for CFS. That ends on July 24th. So make sure you get signed up for that if you think you may go. It's easy to just kind of delete your name off the list. Much easier to do that than to get on the list after it closes. Also with CFS, make sure that if you have already registered and already gotten on the excused absence list, there's going to be a form in the newsletter here, which is the local list. So make sure you just go ahead and put your name on that. That way we know that you're planning on going, and we can get money allocated in the budget, and it's easier for us to see how many people we're going to be sending. Other than that, if you have any questions throughout the month, ask any one of us.